Let's talk the NFL.
Niners, Eagles, let's go there.
The San Francisco 49ers travel to Philadelphia. Philadelphia is -2.5. The over-under is 46. Why do I want to take the Niners?
Do it.
Why do I want to take the Niners?
I wouldn't blame you, honestly, but I'm nuking the Eagles. I'm nuking them. Buzz that pack, Eagles.
Here's what I'll say. The only reason I want to take the Niners is because when the Eagles get run on, they lose football games. If Daniel Jones had an ounce of an arm, that game is much closer because Saquon Barkley finally started going. And when Saquon Barkley finally started going, Daniel Jones threw the ball a little bit. The Niners' offense puts Brock Purdy in positions to make easy throws. If Christian McCaffrey even gets 60% of how good he normally is, this Eagles defense struggles against the run. And if Christian McCaffrey can get himself going, I think the Eagles are going to be in trouble. That's the only reason I want to take the Niners. But if they stuff Christian McCaffrey, this game's over. The Eagles win by 30. Every time the Eagles lost in the regular season is because they had a running back run rampant on them.
Yeah, true. I hate betting against 49ers. It never goes well for me, but I'm fucking doing it again. I'm doing it.
All right, I'll take the Niners.
Take them.
Who's your pick?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
No way.
Yeah.
You think the Super Bowl champion's coming out of the NFC?
Mm-hmm. I do. I know.
Give me a football reason why you think the Eagles win this game.
A football reason. I think they're destined. I think
that's not a football reason.
No, it's not. But I just do.
Give me a football reason why you think they're going to win. Well, I read this tarot card, and it said the Eagle is my animal of the year.
No, shut up. I think Jalen Hurts has the fattest chip on his shoulder. Nobody respects him, and I don't know why. I think they're such a complete team on both sides of the ball. And if they are able to stop the run game, I think they get to the Super Bowl, and I think they win it.
I would argue every team in the playoffs right now is a complete team on both sides of the ball.
No, absolutely. I would say the Chiefs on defense are pretty lackluster.
No, that front is absurd.
Yeah, but I swear their defense is the reason why a lot of those games in the regular season were much closer than they should be.
I don't know why, but I feel like if I take the Eagles, the Niners win. I just don't know why. I'm like my prize pick square is going to be Christian McCaffrey rushing and receiving for this game more than for sure. Like when we put together our 4-piece, one of my legs is Christian McCaffrey because Saquon getting going in the second half was in my head going, if that's Christian McCaffrey, this game might be over with that Niners defense. Because let's not get it twisted either. Jalen Hurts is great.
He is.
But we've seen time and time and again, this Niners defense is the best in the league.
No,
like the Eagles, you just played like the Bucs level defense of the NFC with the fucking Giants. Like they're the same caliber of defense. So you got to do whatever you wanted to get them. The run game was going. You could sling it 40 yards. You could find easy passes. You're not going to be able to do any of that against San Francisco.
Yeah.
So Jalen Hurts is going to have to win this game because if he doesn't put up points, the Niners will just chip away at you all game.
That's why I hate betting against them, bro, because I feel like they play chess and everyone's playing checkers.
I agree. I think that's why I'm comfortable taking the plus 2.5, even if it ends up, if I lose that by the hook, Brock Purdy's already ruined my life enough. I might as well ride with him one time and see what happens. I saw an interesting take, though. I forget who it was by, but it was by one of the big football guys. I think it might have been Steve Smith. And he was saying that for Brock Purdy to be as good as he is, being drafted as Mr. Irrelevant, scouts are too scared. Because his point was he doesn't have the height. He didn't go to the great school. He didn't put up all-star numbers. He's not an athletic specimen. But Steve Smith's point was in 7 games, he's shown more than Zach Wilson has shown in 2 years. In 7 games, he's shown more than Sam Darnold and all the bots combined in 7 games. So when is the shift going to happen to where we stop going, this guy's body is built for the NFL instead of going, this kid is a great quarterback. Like, clearly Brock Purdy has an insane IQ. Like, obviously he's in a great offense. You could probably call him a system quarterback, but you don't win 7 games by chance just because you're in the right system. You win 7 games by chance because you're doing your job and you're doing it very well, even if you have great weapons.
I just feel like I said, how the Niners play chess, everyone else is playing checkers. Like, he's literally a chess piece to their game. Like, their coaching staff, they just have everything figured out on offense. And I feel like if you plug and play with anyone at quarterback, Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo, like, they're probably going to be in this championship game regardless.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Niners are definitely a specific.
They are just something else. I think they're playing a different game than everybody else.
What do you think about that over? That over felt high to me. 46.
46.
That over felt very high to me.
Yeah. I mean, I really needed 48 points last week in that Bills game, and watching that and sweating out 48 points felt like a fuck ton.
No, like I don't want to take that.
Yeah, so I could see that going under with 2 good defenses.
That's what I'm saying.
2 young QBs.
Like, why is it 46 though? That makes me think this might turn into a shootout. But why would this ever be a shootout?
I don't know. I mean, I don't like to think that playoff games are really going to be too much of a shootout. Especially how fucking last week went, where every game went under. Mm-hmm. You know, so just high intensity, nerves catch up to you. You know, I think that game probably goes under.
Wow. Line movement on the pod live, ladies and gentlemen. Holy mother of God. Let's talk about a Bengals Chiefs. Give me the Bengals. I already have a plus 650 future ticket. Pat Mahomes is probably going to drop 500 yards on their head. Eli Apple's going to look like a bozo, but I'm going to live and die with Joe Burrow. Whoever wins this game is winning the Super Bowl. I think you are crazy if you don't think that these two teams are leagues above the Niners and the Eagles with the way their quarterback play is, how high-powered their offenses are, and how when they hit the playoffs, their team hits another gear. If Joe Burrow plays Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts loses because Joe Burrow's been there before. If Pat Mahomes plays Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts loses because Pat Mahomes has been there before. Jalen Hurts will probably win a Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles before he retires. But you're going to see what happened to Joe Burrow last Super Bowl when you play a team that has guys that has been there before. Because Jalen Hurts is walking in going, holy shit. Brock Purdy's walking in going, holy shit. And Pat Mahomes and Joe Burrow are going, oh, we've been here before. I mean, Joe Burrow's going, we've been here before. I know what it takes. We just lost to the Rams, who had the best defense we ever played. Yeah, we know what it takes.
The Eagles have been there before. They were just there.
Not with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, true, but they still got some of the
Not with A.J. Brown, not with Devontae Smith, not with Miles Sanders. They weren't there for that.
I think the Chiefs are winning that fucking game. It's Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl.
So you want Chiefs money line or the -1?
No, give me the money line. I hate the spread, especially this late in the year in the playoffs. Mima is lingering.
And this game's going over 47.
47?
It's going over.
Wow, that seems pretty low.
That's going over.
That was going to be at least 48.5.
1 point higher than the Eagles-Niners, which is surprising.
Yeah.
But it's going over. This game's going over. I'll also tell you why I'll take the Bengals at plus chicky now, for sure. 1 sack, Pat Mahomes is done. If they hit him wrong. 1 sack. That ankle might look good right now. He might feel really good. They're going to shoot it up with as many painkillers as possible. Dude, he might even have a robotic ankle by the time he takes the field. 1 hit that goes awry. He jumps out of the pocket. He gets hit low 1 time. He's out.
Yeah. I saw the most bet on prop for the weekend was Mahomes under yards.
What?
Why are you doubting the GOAT?
Probably because they think he's going to get re-injured.
Probably.
But that's incredible.
I know.
That's the most bet on prop?
Yeah, so far. What are we doing? Can we be better?
Yeah, well, America, wake the fuck up. What? This is Pat Mahomes in the playoffs. He might have 500 yards if he's healthy, dude. What? All right, but Bengals, Chiefs, you really like the Chiefs.
Yeah, no, I'm nuking the Chiefs. This is a revenge spot for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Last year, up 20-3 at halftime. I turned the game off, and I had $5K on their money line. And, just to find out that they're going to fucking sell.
I had the Bengals.
Oh, you did? That was the second biggest wager of my life. Rams, Chiefs, ML, last year's conference championships.
That's brutal.
Brutal, bro.
That is brutal.
Yeah. And I was doing some live stream sweat with like a bunch of influencers. And I had to pretend like everything was okay, but really I was in fucking shambles.
Some guy next to you with 50
doing
bucks
trivia.
Yeah, I was playing some like NFL trivia during commercial breaks, and like meanwhile Mahomes just threw a fucking interception in the 4th quarter, and I'm like trying to pretend like everything's fine. I was crying.
Some guy next to you just, it's just a great game, right? Yeah, man, it's a great game. 21-point lead they came back from. This is why I love football, and you're just like.
I'm like, yeah.
No, but I'm going to take the Bengals. I have a plus 650 futures ticket on the Bengals. Line movement doesn't scare me that much, I think, because, people are buying on the news that the ankle's fine.
That's what I thought the spread should. I mean, that's what it opened up as.
No, it should go back if he looks healthy, for sure.
Yeah.
I think people were maybe wondering if he was going to be in a boot. Maybe there's inside information that he didn't feel great. But seeing him walk off the podium, he didn't put a lot of pressure on it. But then on the field, it looks like he was doing high knees and stuff on Pat McAfee's show. I saw they were showing some footage. So I'll still take the Bengals at plus money. Joe Burrow and this team, he had a really great interview where they were asking him about, your back-to-back AFC, like whatever champions. Your back-to-back AFC champions, like how does that feel? And he was like, this is the standard now. We're going to enjoy it, but this is now the standard, and this team knows that. And when we go into the season, we know this is now the standard. So anything below that, we're going to be disappointed in, but we're going to enjoy it while we have it every year. We're going to light the cigars. We're going to put the T-shirts on. We're going to wear the hats, and we're going to have fun with it. But this is now the standard. So this is a Bengals team that, now that they've been there last year, I think they know the gear you have to hit to at least make the big dance. And obviously you're playing a guy that I think is probably going to go down as the greatest of all time, even though we're in the Tom Brady era. You're playing Pat Mahomes. But that ankle is tough, dude. Injuries in football are no fun. One sack. One time they make him come out of the pocket. One time he even tweaks it wrong, steps back on that wrong. I would hate for that to happen. Obviously, I want him to be full strength. I want it to be a Bengals bet where I'm facing prime Pat Mahomes. And if you're a Bengals team, I think you almost want Pat to be healthy because you don't want to get there being like, we beat a banged up Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take the Bengals. I like the Bengals. I like Joe Burrow. He's my guy. Jamar Chase is my guy. And I think that's where I got to be. I'll take the over too because I do want to have fun watching this game. I don't want to be like every time Pat Mahomes scores, be like, fuck. Like I want to be like, all right, let's respond now. You know what I mean? So I'll take the over and I'll take the Bengals.
I need to ask the Magic Conch what she thinks about.
Give her a look.
I obviously have my own picks. I'm gonna be on the Chiefs and the Eagles, but obviously have to throw Magic Conch lay.
Yeah, no, I mean you have to.